we're getting ready to leave. We're ready to move on. Man, I don't know. This is probably one of the best parks we've stayed at because we love the intimacy of the park.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream.
For Super Bowl, we had a little Super Bowl party, which was really cool. A little get together. Again, we distance. Everybody's getting their shots. They're getting their vaccines, which Florida allows people that are residing in Florida but don't actually live in Florida to get their shots if they're above a certain age. And you have to have requirements. You have to have mail here, all that stuff, which a lot of these people do because they're here for a long term.
They're also saying that different counties are doing different things.
Yeah.
Because this is a government-issued vaccine. You should be able to get it anywhere.
Right. So Heidi and I took uptown today to stop at Popeyes one more time in the area. We know there's other Popeyes, but this one was an easy drive. Had that spicy chicken sandwich. We love it. It is definitely right up there with Dave's Double as my favorite. So on the way back, we stopped at the Lake Okeechobee Park, which it's a park. You can walk on the pier. People out there fishing. It's a beautiful area. We'll of course show you some clips here. And those guys that are fishing, I mean, they were doing it. They had quite a few poles in the water, and they seemed to be doing pretty well for themselves.
Some of them are catching some fish.
Yeah. It is definitely, if you're a fisher, if you like to fish, you're a fisherman, a fisherwoman, a fisher person. Yeah, definitely. It's a good area to go to. Everybody loves fishing here. Love talking about fishing. And quite honestly, the people that are here, there's a lot of boats that are docked here that are, residents of the. And honestly, if we would have asked, they would have been more than happy to take us out on the boat because a lot of them have pontoon boats, extra seats, and they like to go out fishing. I didn't want to do that necessarily. I kind of like being able to just sit on the bank over here and fish, and I was happy with that. We caught very little, but it was fun, just to relax. We're relaxing more than anything else. This park was very easy to kick back at. It's very quiet other than the road noise, which some people mentioned, some of our viewers mentioned, yeah, there's some noise out there, but we don't have a train going by. We don't have noisy neighbors. We don't have kids screaming. None of that going on. We don't have people idling their diesels just outside of our door. It's very quiet. Everybody's very polite with, the etiquette here is top notch. I think I heard music here maybe twice, possibly, and it was so quiet. I mean, I was really straining my ears to hear it. So, what do we think about the next place we're going to?
It's a place.
Yeah, as far as my initial impressions, just from what I see so far, tight. From what I can tell, tight and packed. So we're definitely in for another experience. But it's an encore park. It gets us really close to the beach. Plus, we want to visit with friends there, which we have a date with them right away as soon as we pretty much get there. I think that's about it. Oh, well, when we got done with our little AA meeting, like we do every night at 4 o'clock, sitting down at the Cheeky Hut, we came back here at about 5:15, and I don't know if you guys can see the clock, probably not. It says 6:11, and honestly, we have everything outside pretty much done, except for the wheel chocks to come off and the RV to be hooked up.
Everything's put away.
One piece of carpet, a little rug that needs rolled up. Everything's put away. The bikes are put away and everything. And as far as inside here, we have probably, I'll say 15 minutes worth of work. Tops.
Yeah, we
Absolute
have it down
tops.
pat.
Yeah. So as far as us being here for as long as we have been and spreading out, basically, we're still travel capable.
Yeah.
Pretty quick, so that's nice to know. And we've been comfortable for our stay here. And we actually picked up a few more things. You know, we got a cooler for our drinks that we carry with us.
Take it to the beach.
Yeah, take it to the beach. We bought a couple of beach chairs, a couple chairs, and we have space for it all. We do need to still downsize, and we have been. I'll tell you, one of the things that helped out still is this back here. Now, I'm not really going to point it out too much, but that shelf that's back there, it's a folding shelf, which we put a link in the last video, I believe, for that. And then our old folding chair, we'll keep that in here just because it's easier to deal with. The TV trays, they flip upside down. The chair, one chair is just going to be the only thing that gets moved over here now, which is awesome. And the slide will be ready to come in. We got rid of course, with the drinking water setup that we have now, we got rid of our 5-gallon water. When I say got rid of, it's there. But yeah, I mean, we're not needing it in this area anymore. And we also got the 2 aquatainers that are in the truck, but we can get rid of them there, you know, get rid of those also. So yeah, this is awesome. Now, would we come back here if we need rest and relaxation, and
yes,
if we've been in the city for a while?
If it's 10 years from now, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a...
Not that I wouldn't come back here.
It's a lovely park. It's just, we've seen it.
Yeah.
And this is a big country.
Yeah.
So we need to see a lot more.
Right.
So Lake Okeechobee is kind of, Lake Okeechobee is definitely checked off. We've seen it. Now it's time to see something else. Now, we've seen Fort Myers, but we're going to see a different part of Fort Myers and see how accessible it is to get around, which we'll update you on that.
Because we were only there for 2 nights last time.
Yeah, 2 nights. Had a great time, but yeah, and it was in the summer. And I was 50 pounds lighter. A little bit different this time. So yeah, I've got one video that I have to edit and put up, and it's about our internet. So if you guys want to check that out, it'll be up at some point in time. It should beat this video. It may already be out, but yeah, tomorrow we're going to do something else a little bit different, and that is on our way. We're going to stop, and Heidi's going to hop in the driver's seat, and she's going to tow, because it's a nice, easy drive. And we'll see, I don't know, she'll probably tow for, I don't know, it's probably about 20-30 miles. But it's an easy drive. Yeah, it's pretty simple. So we'll pick this up at a later time in
3, 2, 1. Good morning. Today's moving day. We're heading to Fort Myers. Probably said that 29 times. But just getting ready to flush the black tank, empty all the other tanks, and Michael is working on a video for you all, and I'm just trying to find stuff to do. Anyway, here's to the morning. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful day in the 80s. We'll hear the birds chirping, but it's going to be a beautiful day. It's a little after 8. We do have some traffic coming by this busy highway. I haven't seen any snakes yet. They say they run into a cottonmouth a couple sites down the other night. Let's hope we don't see any packing up. So I'll catch up back with you later.
We're all set up. This is nice. Something new, something different. You know, that shelf that we have here in the corner, it's a folding shelf, so we just unfold it. This box here doesn't even need to be here. It's toilet paper. We can find a place for the toilet paper. It's just we had extra because we didn't want to run out. It was nice going into a store that didn't require us to do any kind of rationing of toilet paper, but we ordered this stuff. It was cheaper.
It was definitely cheaper, and they kept raising the price, and then one day they lowered the price, so I didn't buy it the first time at that price because they raised it like $8. So then
She bought
I'm
the
like,
second
well,
time.
I'm gonna be part of the hoarding because I'm buying 32 rolls.
Yeah, right. So, anyways, the difference that I was talking about here is, you know, we're just one chair now, and we still have the room for, like, this should be in the pass-through storage for the RV, but we just threw it here because the pass-through storage, it's a little tight right now because I didn't organize it. But yeah, we're pretty much set. So we'll go ahead and bring in the slide, and then we'll unplug everything. But yeah, Heidi can come out this way now, can't you, honey?
Yeah.
I unplugged it all.
Yeah.
Let's get Heidi in out of the way.
Yeah, let me go outside.
Okay, we can go outside.
There's nothing over
we
there.
got plenty of room.
Yeah.
One thing I'm always concerned about is, you know, when a slide has been out for 24 days. You know, this is the second time the slide has been out for a long period of time. How settled it may get. But so far, pretty good. You see the room for the chair? Nice. All right, so we got Heidi riding in the truck, driving the truck, doing the truck thing. Just gonna pull back out on this road. It's a straight road, really nothing to it. You don't really have to see the trailer too much. It ain't perfect. It's never perfect, unfortunately. Anyways, it's 60 out here. So we've got about 30 miles of this nice straight driving, but I have to say there's a lot more wind today and a lot more traffic than I expected. But you know, with this hitch, you know, the movement on the trailer is not near as bad. Actually, there's no movement on the trailer, it's the truck. I mean, if the wind can still push the truck around, so it's gonna feel like that you're getting moved around because you are. But yeah, there's not a lot to it. At least I don't think so. What do you think?
I don't know.
Is there anybody behind you? Now, of course, driving the trailer, the worst part about it is the turning and negotiating. Of course, braking, but I wanted her to get a feel for it, just to tow it in general. I mean, you got to know what it feels like on the most easy, basic side of things, and that would be just towing it. I think it's kind of cool. I can take a nap over here. Let me know when we're there.
Stop way before that.
Yeah, way before that. But yeah, you can see the road. I mean, it's just open, nothing. Now, the last time we came through here,
I thought it was 2 lanes here. And
yeah, so did I. We must.
Isn't the same road.
It must not be the same road. You're right, unless it changes the 2 lanes at some point.
No.
I mean, it could. But yeah, there's the trailer behind us. Actually, it's probably easier to see it like that, isn't it? You're speeding?
Or what?
Yeah, the truck kind of creeps up pretty easy. I mean, it's not hard to speed, that's for sure.
It is windy.
Oh, same mosquito bit you, must be bite me.
Son of a bitch.
Ooh, sharp curve, it says. Oh, snap. What happened to this? Oh, there we go. Heidi gets to do a sharp curve. Well, we'll go a ways here. Like I said, we got like 30 miles. And then we'll have Heidi pull over, and then I'll jump back in the seat for the idiot driver portion of the show. So we're almost there. The traffic gets considerably worse the closer we get to the beach, obviously. But it's a pleasant day. It wasn't a bad drive. I'm just looking for the park. I hope that they have
1,000 feet. Turn right.
Hope they have
Then
some
turn right.
great signs, to tell you the truth, because right now I don't see it. I mean, it's just don't stick out. There's a diner here. Here we go. Encore. Fort Myers Beach RV Resort.
Turn right.
So here we are. We'll get checked in here and see what this place is all about. Kind of confused on their
Turn right.
entrance
Then
here.
turn right.
Got over the curb.
Arriving at Fort Myers Beach RV Resort on the right.
Procedure is here. They'll let you check in the day before, a couple days before, and they give you a site assignment that could or could not be the actual site that you go to. But as far as the check-in, you have this self check-in. Not really. You still have to go in. Which, I mean, everybody does their COVID thing differently. Some of the places give you a packet that's just outside that you grab. But since they want to escort you to your site, that is going to require somebody to show up anyway. So maybe when Heidi gets inside here, they're going to tell whoever that's going to escort us, we're ready. And, we'll just have to see. Yeah, these
Right.
roads are tight. Well, there's big rigs back here.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Yeah. Holy cow, this is tight. Oh my. Watch this awning here. Yeah, you're good.
See anything, do you?
Nope.
Yeah, guys, this is really, really tight.
You're good on this side.
Sides.
Oh my god, I ain't never seen. Holy cow. You better love your neighbor. What the hell? Holy shit, balls. This is crazy. You're real close to the golf cart. My honey's a good driver.
Alright, so we're at the new park, and I want to talk about the inside before we start going outside and looking at how tight this stuff is. I'll tell you what, this campground makes Pirate Land look like it was a luxury suite.
Wait till you see it.
Oh, it's pretty interesting.
It looks like a train wreck out there.
Yeah, and the guy said, well, that's what happens when the park was built 50 years ago. Yeah, that's what happens when you got plenty of money coming in and you decide you don't want to sink any back into the park,
Right.
but other than maintenance. So, so far the park's not that bad. It just getting in here, you've seen from the video, I'm telling you that doesn't even give it justice. There is no way, even pulling through the sites, it was tight. But anyways, back to inside here. For whatever reason, our last couple of trips, we've had a lot of movement inside the camper. Like this table, you know, when this is in, the table's about here. It was slid all the way out here. It was a good foot away from the window, more than that actually. And stuff behind the toilet that normally kind of stays there, it was all out. I don't know what happened. We just can't figure it out. These two trays, when we put them upside down like this, it's pretty common that they slide out here. But they were all the way over here because there was no chair to stop them. The good news is this chair didn't go anywhere.
Hey, before you say anything in the comments below, Michael never went over the speed limit. If he did, it was like only 2 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, I didn't go over the speed limit.
There was no reason.
Well, there's plenty of reasons, I just didn't feel like it today.
Wow.
So, let's go ahead and give you the internet deal. Again, with that company, which I'm getting ready to release a review, or you already seen the review, for the EasyCom LLC, all I did was throw it up in the window, and those are the speeds you're getting. So, awesome. 17 down, almost 14 up, and the ping was in 30 seconds, milliseconds, sorry. It's good speed. That's through AT&T. That's the one we have. And then, of course, T-Mobile, we checked our phones, and the download speeds are really good. They're like 50. However, the upload speeds are like 8. So, probably not going to do any uploading if we get in a weird situation. But they also have pay for Wi-Fi here. Now, these are just our initial things that we see right off the bat. You know, first impressions. They have what they call that campground turbo. We know from other parks that we've been at that campground turbo, you pay for it. It's fast usually, and it's pretty good internet, but you do pay for it. So look into that. Be advised, some places are better than the others. And the other thing is, Heidi's already checked for the laundry, and she's not real keen on that, because what she read in the pamphlet is
You have to get a card and then put money on the card, but when you get the card, it costs $5.
It's $5.
I'm not giving them $5.
$5 just to buy the card.
I could wash a little laundry and dry it for $5.
Maybe they do change up there too. We just don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hopefully they take quarters.
Actually, I read online it does not. It takes card, but you have to have that card.
So it says that's the only way you can pay is with a card. There's no place to put a quarter.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. We'll have to check that out, because that sounds like a racket. That sounds like they don't want you to use the laundry.
Sounds like an Encore racket.
The water pressure is not too bad here. We've had better. The electricity is not too bad here. We've had better. Now, with that said, I haven't seen over 117 volts, and that's with our autoformer. When we first plugged in, it was like at 114. We're okay though. I mean, we're running both rooftop air conditioners and the refrigerator compressor at this point, and the computer's turned on. We'll be getting some more stuff on, but it's still holding up. It's not doing bad. Now, I think they have cable. The neighbors are hooked up to cable, so we went ahead and hooked ourselves up to the cable. We'll run that a little bit later and see if that's the case. But we're going to go outside, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now, Heidi's got a packet. Ooh.
With lots of channels.
Oh, cool. Yeah. All right. Not bad. Now, again, if you guys just seen my review on this or haven't seen my review, the company EasyCom, they have to where you can get 5,000 channels as long as you have internet service. So this would be one of those situations, this campground, if you paid for the high-speed internet, maybe you don't want to use your phone, maybe you don't have any kind of a router like this, which I suggest highly. you could connect to the campground Wi-Fi, and then you could log into your account, and through Amazon Fire Stick or Amazon TV or Android TV or your tablets, you could watch up to 5,000 channels. However, this campground has some of those channels, so we'll probably utilize that. That's why we hooked it up. And again, we need to show you outside. Now, we're going to put up our privacy screen for sure, and you'll see why. It's kind of a buddy site here. All right, so the pads that you supposedly stay on, you can't line your RV up with the pad necessarily. If you do, then your slide will hit the power pole. So let me go ahead and show you how tight this is. This is, again, one of those reasons you guys are like, oh, I need a taller RV, I need a taller RV, I need a longer RV, I need a bigger RV. Well, no, you don't, because if you did, you would have a tough time. You can see how far we're over here. There's the sewers, here's the power pole, here's our setup here. I don't need the antenna. I just told you about the internet and how good it was here. I do need to lock all the doors, which I think I did. Yeah, they're all locked. And then for parking, you can see how we are up on this concrete. Now, nobody told us any different. They didn't say you could or could not park on this concrete. So I've got my tires up on there. If I can't, I don't even know how I'm going to fit in here. And I'm not putting in an overflow parking because that's not good for us. So the privacy screen's going to go up here, and we put out our carpet. We haven't, or our awning mat. We haven't put the awning mat out for a while. So let's go ahead and do that, get set up. Oh, we did have a problem on our way. It wasn't totally uneventful. You want to know what happened? As we were coming here, Heidi says, hey, I hear a noise. Something's making all kinds of noise. And I looked out, and here, this thing is cracked. See it up here? Well, remember I said how windy it was? The wind caught it and pulled it out, and it was just flapping in the breeze. So we're gonna have to get a new one of those. They're very inexpensive. I replaced it on the last one, so it's not a big deal to do it again. So we're gonna go ahead and set up the privacy screen, tie that down, and start enjoying ourselves. So we just went and had breakfast because it's an easy walk. But what does Heidi think?
Another park that I wouldn't pick out.
Yeah.
That
Hi.
It's very cramped. And that's kind of like most of the Encore parks. Don't get me wrong, it's not terrible. So there's too many people here for me.
Yeah, this is really crammed together, as you guys are seeing when we come through.
We were at Thousand Trails Orlando with over almost 900 sites, and it was spacious.
Yeah, right.
For the most part.
So,
if you pick this park, though, make sure that, you need to know that the sites are cramped, and if you're not confident on getting into tight spots, this might not be a spot for you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be driving in and I'm like, I ain't parking my vehicle here. I guess I'm going somewhere else.
Right. So you guys are gonna definitely tell.
The laundry is very clean.
Oh yeah, as far as the facilities, I don't see anything that's out of the ordinary. It looks pretty decent, but it's just these sites are by far the tightest sites that we've ever encountered at any campground. But the thing is I don't think that you're supposed to enjoy this campground that much. I think you're supposed to enjoy its location.
Right.
We're 4 miles, yeah, 4 miles from the beach. So we have a lot of this going on, and it's sites that face each other. And I, for the life of me,
buddy sites.
yeah, that's what we usually call buddy sites.
Well, that's what they call on the website.
Oh, they call them that here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So, a lot of people have been here for a while. Got a tiny home here. But we just wanted to give you a quick overview. We're going to head back to the RV. We need to go get our haircuts. And the good news is there's 3 places within walking distance of here. And when I say walking distance, I mean from the front gate.
Hey, we'll give you an update after we get our haircut, whether the close...
Well, there's 3 of them. Well,
It's not like we get 3 haircuts.
Yeah, but the whole thing is just because maybe our haircut don't go very well, that means somebody else's won't.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah, all kinds of rigs in here.
Yeah.
All right, you can see our parking spot. We're back at our campsite. There's our neighbors. Look, got a temp tag. But yeah, you can see we're tight here. We are tight. Back inside, it's kind of hot. What's the temperature today? 80. I already
yeah.
looked.
I was going to say 80 or 82.
Yeah.
It's almost 70 whenever I come out here.
Yeah, so here's us. Again, kind of a weird setup with these buddy sites. I don't get it. I think that's why they seem so cramped.
I could see people getting angry with others.
Yeah.
Like, just in general, your stuff's on my spot. And
See,
if you're not used to...
Right.
If you're not used to being cramped like this.
So
I mean, we're okay. You got in here good.
Oh yeah.
With no issues, but
Yeah. So
there's,
what she
a couple
talking?
of the corners.
What she's talking about is, look at the way they place some of these utilities. See how they're out by the road? See how that's out by the road there? Well, that's like that around corners. Some of these corners up here, the utilities are out near the road. I mean, I was using everything to get in, and I don't even have a big RV, and we still had to.
The guy that brought us down to this site yesterday said that the park is over 50 years old. All the electric used to be out by the road. It looks like whenever they get run over and they can't be used anymore, then they move them.
Right, which you can see, look at this. I think this is where the utilities used to be, possibly. Although that looks pretty darn old. But, I don't know. It's just very, very tight. And if you look down through here, it's not so bad here, but on some of these other sites, the vehicles are like right up against the edge of the road. And they basically say, as long as you're not on the road, you're okay. All right. Well, we got some plans for tonight. We just wanted to give you a quick overview of the park, though.
It's not terrible.
I don't think so.
Just cramped.
It's
just like you said. More than likely not here for the camping experience.
Right.
You're here to enjoy outside the park.
Right.
The beach and everything that's outside this park.
Right. We'll do that. We'll try to enjoy some of that. everybody who's freezing their butts off, just to let you know, there are places out there tonight that it's not even close to what you're experiencing back at home, or what used to be our home.
Nice and toasty here.
Yeah, it's very nice out. Slight breeze, light shirt, shorts, no socks. The moon just ducked behind the cloud, but they're having a Valentine's Day dance here. The band's taking a break. They do have a live band, but this is just us saying Happy Valentine's Day. And yeah, it's nice in certain parts of the country. Maybe not where you guys are, but
Happy shoveling.
yeah, hopefully this will warm you up. See you out here.
Bye.
So everybody's asking us about our day today, but I don't know, we got done taking a nap. Heidi's cooking some brownies. Yeah, we're just enjoying the day. Went for a bike ride today down to Target. We picked up some water filters because we're using that pitcher, that zero pitcher, and yeah, it's nice out here. I'll flip you guys around. Oh, you can see I did get my hair cut. That's messy, but yeah, it's a beautiful day outside. It's windy.
It's 81 right now.
Yeah, 81, but very windy. We had rain last night. It was good rain, which I'll get a clip here. Let me go ahead and show you. Just, it was kind of late and it's dark, but let me see if I can lighten it up for you. It was like 2 in the morning. I went ahead and pulled in the awning because I was concerned about it. And I should have the awning in now, but they said the wind was supposed to die down. It was only supposed to be like 8 miles an hour right now. We just had a gust of like 18. But I do have my tie downs down, and they're doing a good job. So, yeah, just sitting here watching YouTube videos. Got my feet up. I love my rocker recliner. You can see here. Just does a good job. And Heidi loves her couch because she just takes her willy-nilly nap when she wants to.
It's a lounge every day.
It's every day. So this is our update. So everybody that's cold, I mean, it's, you know, NASCAR, we was watching NASCAR, that it's postponed because of weather. That was the rain that came through here last night, I should say. And it's still kind of north of us. We're not having to deal with it. There's some of it north of us and some of it's a little bit south of us, but we're in the middle. And it was only
same with yesterday. Before during the afternoon, I think when I showed you all that lightning around us,
yeah,
it was missing us, so we got kind of lucky.
Yeah, so we're
real nice. It's beautiful here.
Yeah, I can't, I am so glad we didn't, which we kind of knew. I mean, Heidi was pushing me, you know, because we were down here in Florida, and she's basically like, okay, you know, even back in January, okay, we've seen Florida, let's get out of here. And I knew that, I mean, it's just, I don't want to see, I want no chance, I want zero chance of us seeing snow. So we keep on going south, but we're going to start our way back up north, slowly, starting, and when I say up north, I'm talking about north through Florida, slowly, starting in about a week and a half. So we got about a week and a half. We'll start north, and we'll eventually get up into, you know, like we mentioned, Ormond Beach, and we'll hang out there for a while. And at that point, we'll get a feel. We're scheduled to be there for a month, but we're going to get a feel. What's going on out there?
Watching that drove by.
Oh, it's so tight out here, guys. You can already see earlier in this. No, they already seen it earlier in the video.
I'm saying, wait till they actually watch the video, and I thought that when we got here, besides it being really super tight, that it would be chaotic here. It's actually pretty quiet.
Yeah, it's really quiet.
Considering how
Yeah.
close we are together. It's, yeah, and you know, with a bunch of different people. And,
But it's tight quarters. Everything's really tight.
yeah.
Anyways, getting back to what I was saying, we're going to get eventually here to where the most north in Florida we're going to be scheduled at this point is in Ormond Beach. We're supposed to be there about a month, but that'll be April. That'll be getting us into April. We're going to see how the weather unfolds throughout the rest of the country in April. And if it looks pretty safe as far as me not having to deal with cold or snow, we'll slowly get out of Florida then and start heading out probably towards Texas. I think we want to go down through Texas, but you know, we were thinking at one point to jump over, you know, leave Florida and head over to Texas. And I was stationed at Texas, and there was some snow and cold that was involved with Texas that I knew could happen again, and sure enough, they're getting it. Not only are they getting it, but they're getting it way far south, much further south than what I remember. I was coming back from Austin, and I remember that we got caught in some snow on the way back from Austin one time. Well, they're pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I don't know. I'm glad we're where we're at.
Yep.
And if I had my way, we would, instead of go to Peace River, we would go even further south for the next 2 weeks, just to make sure that there's no chance we have even a day that might drop down into, you know, the 40s again. But we'll keep you up to date. If you're not following us on Facebook or Instagram, keep an eye out for that, because we have a tendency to do updates on that a little bit faster than this. So we just wanted to touch base and let you know this is our life. We decided to get up today. It's a Monday. We didn't want to be, oh, this is the mistake. It's President's Day.
Oh my gosh.
So, anyways, we left the campground. The campground is 3.9 miles from Fort Myers Beach. So, as soon as we entered it into the GPS, it let us know that on top of our drive of 3.9 miles, which isn't very much, there is a 33-minute delay in traffic because of traffic. Just because of traffic, not an accident, not a fire, not a major catastrophe, just because of traffic. In 3.9 miles, it's taking us over 40 minutes to get there, because the drive was originally going to be about 4 to 5 minutes, and then they added 33 minutes on top of that. So
Forgot it was a holiday.
yeah, we forgot it was President's Day, but I honestly don't know if that, I don't know. There's a very good chance we might get down here and not have a place to park. And if that's the case, there's a very good chance we're going back to the campground, getting our bikes, and then riding down there. Because we're checking out the route. We're checking out what it's going to take to ride our bikes down here.
So far, it looks good.
So yes, I agree. So far, it doesn't look too bad, especially if the traffic, instead of moving 45 miles an hour, is only doing this, which is less than anything.
Be easy for us to cross the street when we need to cross the street.
Right,
Traffic's
right.
slow.
But the what do you want to say? The sidewalks and all that stuff, they're bike friendly. So yeah, this isn't too bad. We'll see if we can get you down there. Heidi will flip you around, show you the traffic that we've been stuck in for a little while now.
Just a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we just literally pulled out of the RV park, and we've gone, let's see, 3.6 miles. So we've gone 0.3 miles since we left the park. And we have 0.9 miles. So we have a mile left of this stop and go traffic. Just to let you know. You can even see it on the GPS, the Waze. You can see all that with those arrows. I don't know if you can kind of see it's pulsating or whatever. That means there's heavy traffic through here. And then, of course, this thing's telling us there's a delay because it's hooked up to our phone. All right. Since I even mentioned it, now I'm going to tell you guys, the links will be down in the description for the GPS and the radar detector. Every time we point that stuff out, we forget to mention. And you know, it helps support the channel. I don't know. A lot of people want to know, and if they want to know, why not use the links? There's no problem. You know, it doesn't cost you anything extra. There's putt-putt golf down here. Maybe we'll just go play putt-putt golf.
This looks like a pretty nice place. Indian Creek.
Yeah, it's a Sun Resorts park.
Yeah. There's a lot of those down here.
Right, and there's lots of RV parks in general too. There's probably 5 park. There's 2 parks here for sure. One of them's an Encore park that I would really like to stay at, and the other one would be a pay park, and I would love to stay at it. It's not crazy money, but it's expensive. You guys, what I'm finding on average, if you want to know this, nobody asked, or nobody's really delved into cost in that, which everybody's cost is going to be different. But you can expect, if you want to stay the winter in Florida and you find a really nice park in a really nice area that you want to stay for the entire winter, you're going to pay anywhere from $4,000, which is a park out in the middle of nowhere, just like a campground, maybe a mobile home park, to up to $18,000 to a really nice park for 6 months to stay in Florida. And that's in a more desirable area, that $18,000. There's a park down here that it cost roughly $7,000 to stay for, no, I'm sorry, $6,000 to stay for 4 months. For January, February, March, and April. So you can manipulate that. You could screw around and use, 1,000 trails, and that's kind of what we're thinking about next year. Using 1,000 trails to get us up to January, and then from January, February, March, and April, be at a location that's a nice location. So we'll give you more updates as we learn a little more, but if you guys are thinking about, hey, I want to come down and I want to stay, the parks that we have looked at, and you guys know how we are, and what kind of rig we have and everything else, the campgrounds that we would like to stay at, I could see costing us right around $8,000 if we want to stay for the entire winter. Maybe $9,000. So think about that. I mean, it is 6 months. So let's say you have rent that's $900 a month, or a mortgage payment that's $900 a month. Sure, you're paying for a house. I understand that. You're getting something other than just, room and board. But $900 a month, 6 months, you're, basically at $6,000 there. So what would it be, for you to get a vacation spot at a really nice location for, you're basically going on a 6-month vacation for another $3,000. I'll tell you right now that we've gone to Myrtle Beach in the past for just a week, or actually 10 days, and we've spent $4,000 before just for 10 days with our kids at a hotel. So I don't know. It's up to you. Money's always a touchy subject with people, but when you die, let me know where you keep your money at when you take it with you. Because if somebody can tell me that, then I'll go ahead and change the way that I'm doing stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, we're not just handing out money. We're very thrifty with what we're doing, but we do want to experience certain things before we can't experience things. And trust me, there's something else that's come to our attention is, right now, this time of year, I've never seen so many old people in one location, in one state, as I did Florida here. And you could see where some of them are struggling. They're struggling, not financially, they're just struggling to get around. So they got all the money in the world, and they probably worked all their lives to get to it, but they hardly come out of their RVs. They barely get up and down the steps. The one place that we were staying at, all they could talk about is their doctor's appointments and stuff like that. So that's something to put your mind, wrap your head around, put your mind to think about it. Maybe you want to do this kind of stuff when you still can. All right, that's my philosophy. Here's the wait. You know, you can see the bridge here. We finally made it over the bridge. The thing is, there's 2 traffic lights, and the 2 traffic lights alternate, right lane, left lane, right lane, left lane, and they go to 1 lane. So here's the big reveal. Now, it is a nice beach. I'll have to say that. The beach is nice, but quite honestly, it might be a little bit too crowded for us. I don't know why that car's using the bus lane, but I guess. There's another one. Not sure why that car's using the bus lane, but I guess. That's kind of crazy. Maybe it's not a bus lane anymore. Yeah, the traffic down here's, you know, a little goofy, to say the least. It's odd. I don't know how else to describe it. It's odd. Right lane only, bike and bus. Yet they're using it to go down here to turn. And there are some people out here riding their bikes up this hill in the bike lane. Oh, he made the top. Boy, he's going to be happy coming down. See, here's another one. He's like, screw it, I'm going to use this lane. Even though I'm not supposed to, I'm going to use it. You know why? Because I'm more important than the people that developed this place.
Now they can get over once they get to...
Right. There's a car behind us wants to do the same thing. Yeah, we had a motorcycle splitting lanes. That's not legal in Florida, if you guys know. As far as I know, it's not legal in Florida. It hasn't been legal in Florida for quite a few years, but I don't know. Maybe it is now. So, anyways, lots of stuff to do down here, definitely. At this point, this truck is a total hindrance when we get down here, because now I got to find a parking space for this beast. And a lot of these spots are awful tight, to the point where I can barely get in the parking spot, and then I'm still sticking out. I mean, you can see, like off to the side here, these cars, you can see the spots that are there. And then over here in front of us, these cars, they're up on the grass to stay to where they're not got their butts sticking out too far in the parking lot. So, can you imagine?
Which would have been perfect for us.
Yeah, it's public parking, but... All right, we'll go around the corner here. I don't care if we have to pay for parking or not. I mean, I'll do it. It's not a big deal. I don't see half the time here what these people are doing for parking, but apparently they're doing something. There's a few things here that you want to definitely be aware of. First of all, if you can come down with a bicycle, do that. Don't bring your car. If you're bringing a car, hopefully it's little. If you're bringing a car that's little, make sure you realize that you're going to pay for parking. It's $20 for a day at almost all these spots. If you're paying for parking, you're still going to be walking. There's no doubt about it. The other thing is the bicycles and the pedestrians get all kinds of yield things going on. So you have to be aware that people are just going to start walking out in front of you because they have priority. There's lights that are flashing and all kinds of stuff that tells you that. The other thing is, you may want to entertain the thought of, if you don't want to bring your vehicle down or a bicycle, either or, find a place that you can park your vehicle that's close to the bus route that brings you down here, because they got all kinds of trolleys and shuttles that bring you down here. So that's probably what we should have done. Now, what are we doing right now? The beach is packed. We're not going to the beach. Not today. We're here for another week and a half. I'm sure we can figure it out. Plus, there's other places to go. Number two, we're hungry as hell, so we're trying to find a place that not only is serving food, which there's plenty of those, it's to find one that has parking available. Because
it might not
obviously
be down here.
it's pretty much lunchtime at 12:08, and you can imagine how many people are eating lunch right now. So that's what I want to tell you. That's what I've learned in this very short time of traveling down through here, and that's just, there's no parking whatsoever. There's definitely no parking for this thing, and even if you want to just come down and eat, you got to find a place to park. For example, Lani Kai, the only way you could park there to eat is if you're a hotel guest. Well, we're not a hotel guest, so we'll find something here, hopefully. If not, we'll have to go across the bridge and go find something normal and get back to our campsite. So as you've seen there, we got something to eat. It was good food. It was actually good food.
That's pretty good.
And then, of course, the ride back, we were driving, and I'm like, oh my God, we're already back at the campsite.
It was so quick.
There was no traffic coming the other way.
So if we take our bikes, it'll be good.
It'll be a bit of a big, you know, we're kind of far away to start with, and then once you get past a certain point, all the campgrounds are there. All the campgrounds that are relatively close that everybody's riding their bikes. So I'm finishing up this video, getting ready to post it. I just posted that other video with EasyCom. Yeah. Listen, we've got people that watch our. You know, I had some people commenting saying, "Oh, you're pushing product, and what about videos?" And those are videos. You know, there's people that watch YouTube and watch us for product. They don't care about our day to day. They watch us and they started subscribing to us because of our reviews. It's all different. I've got people that watch our channel and have subscribed to our channel just because they want to see me hammer my truck pulling the RV. They want to hear the engine roaring and me shifting, and they want to know what the gas mileage is like. Stuff like that. So, you know, you can voice what you want, but I mean, I've got to do what I've got to do. And of course, product review is one of them. Yes, I'm going to talk about the links that I put in the description because that is part of the channel's format. That is part of my portfolio, if you want to say anything that has to do monetarily wise. That's part of our program. That's why we're doing what we're doing here. You know,
We're not begging you to buy anything.
Yeah, it's just a link. If
it's a review of a product. If you like it, you like it. Maybe you buy it. If you don't, you don't.
Yeah, and as far as the video, don't feel, you know, oh my God, I gotta watch the video. Just skip it. If it's a product and you don't want to watch product videos, just skip it. You know, I think that probably what most people hate is that they want to watch the video just in case it's something that they might want. And I'm assuming that you're probably not entertained by it, but I get it. It's so funny. It's like I need to make the videos a certain length, a certain way, a certain style.
Just for certain people. We don't have time for that.
Yeah, it doesn't work. You know, that I would have to put out 24,000 videos for 24,000 individuals, every single content, every single thing that we do.
Could you imagine how many channels you would need?
Yeah, I need 24,000 channels. There's some people that want me to do like primitive technology. They don't want to hear anything. They just want to watch what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not ASMR. We're not doing that stuff. So I mean, I get it. You wanted to say something about it, but of course I'm going to say something back. I mean, this is our channel. This is what we do. This is how we do it. And again, if it's a product and you don't want to deal with products, then just skip it.
Yeah.
But you got to realize that you're not the only one watching. There's a lot of other people watching, and there's a lot of other people that like different things. We have tons of YouTube videos that we watch, and sometimes whenever somebody starts talking about, you know, product or something, I'll just skip it. Maybe I don't care for the way they do their product video. Maybe I go to, you know, and I do. There's other channels I go to just to watch product video. For example, HEIDI RV. We watch them. I'm sure lots of people watch HEIDI RV. I watch because he puts out product. When he starts talking about how to, and hey, we're going camping, and this is forget it. I don't watch him for that. I don't fault him for that. I don't ever text him or, you know, send him a message saying, why in the world are you showing your family vacation? I don't want to see that.
Because that's his channel.
Yeah, that's his channel. That's the way he's doing it.
We will pick through what we want to watch on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, and if the video's too long, there's a fast forward button. There's even a speed button. You can change the playback speed of the video to, I think, up to 2 times speed. And I just don't get it. So, with that said, if I talked about anything in this video, the links will be in the description.
Down below.
Yeah, down below. So, and I'm going to start putting that EasyCom link in all of my descriptions because
it's worked out very well for us.
Oh, and by the way, the speed that I showed at the beginning of this video, I'm at like 27 megabit, 27 Mbps, megabytes per second, yeah, on the upload, and it's gone as high as 33. So it's totally different. I mean, we've almost doubled our speed since we got here. I have a tendency to think that that's because the campground, it's not the weekend now. That must be it.
Also, we don't even have our...
Yeah, I don't have the antenna up. We don't have our RV Wii Boost up. Sometimes we need it, sometimes we don't. We do not need it here. So if anybody has any questions about high-speed internet on the road, unlimited internet, and how we are doing it, this is how we're doing it. Again, the link's in the description. Click the link. Once you get to their site, contact them. You know, there's contact information there. Contact them and tell them your situation, what you're experiencing, and they can tell you if it'll work or not. Like I said, when I called up, I had a clear thought in my head what I wanted, and once I started talking with him, he told me, I don't think that's what you want. This is probably what you should get, and I did, and I've been happy ever since. So, all right. This is closing out the video, finally, and I think we're just under an hour. Nope, we probably went over an hour now. So go ahead.
As always, we hope to see you out here. Bye!
Bye.